What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Your boy Matt here. It's Mac to the Matt. So, got some news over the weekend as well as FastLane. So, got 4 to 5 things going on for you guys in this video today. FastLane results, as well as who won prediction between me and the Flambassador Vincenzo. Possibly a Raw preview if they have anything. 2 wrestling newsworthy news, I guess, if you will, and kind of a couple things that I bought, or a thing I bought today that I will give props to. So we'll start off with the wrestling news first. I don't know if you guys saw or heard, but Andrade has been officially released from his WWE contract as of March 21st. About, I want to say it was probably after Fastlane. Honestly, I don't know when he actually got let go, but it was released earlier, either later or earlier in the night. I didn't see it till about 2 a.m. because I was at work, and with the pay-per-view being on, and I wasn't able to watch it because I was working. I do my best to stay off social media and not read anything until after I have seen the pay-per-view in its entirety and I know everything. Then I will hop on the dirt and see what's going on. So, that being said, this report comes from BleacherReport.com. Go over there; they're a trusted site. So. Let's see. It says, and I quote: "The 31-year-old originally arrived in WWE 2015 with a lot of hype. Originally a wrestling pass." Yeah, this is just notes. Oh, here we go. Here's what I want. So, WWE announced Sunday its release former NXT champion Andrade. Wrestling Inc.'s Mark Middleton reported March 12th that Andrade had asked the company to release him from his contract. He appeared to tease his imminent departure on social media hours before the official announcement. Oh. Sorry about that, guys. Anywho. So, he changed his name on Twitter. I remember hearing about that. And then he said, he made this tweet about a week or so ago that says, "Good news. I'm good at speaking Spanish. I can say it, but I'm trying to read it." And buenos nachos, basically the word. Yeah, good nachos, guys. Good nachos. No. Sorry, I butchered Spanish. I know I did. I failed it in high school. Feel me, whatever. I don't care. And they said hashtag tranquilo, hashtag happy, which means, granted, at that time when he did ask for his release, I do remember them saying that he got turned down his release. So, yeah, let's go from there. Anywho, yeah, so let's see here. It's just highlights. So because English wasn't his first language, Andrade's natural charisma isn't quite as apparent, but he could still hold his own promos. Presence of Zelina Vega only added to the entire package as well, since Vega was natural heat magnet. WWE released Vega in November, 1 month after proved to be Andrade's last match with the Los Angeles Garza. Andrade will almost certainly be able to land on his feet somewhere due to his age and pre-WWE profile. Fans won't be surprised if he thrives in fresh rounds. So basically, after asking for his release a week ago, 10 days ago, essentially, they decided to give it to him. So he's out. Curious to see where he's going to go next. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, he's just going to go AEW like the rest of them." No, I don't see him going to AEW. It'd be cool. I mean, maybe he just wants to take some time off. Maybe he doesn't. Who knows? But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. So, congrats to Andrade. You were freaking awesome heel when you were in WWE. I thought the guy was a good wrestler. I mean, he was good heel, so I didn't always pick him, but he was good. So it was cool there. And alrighty, so Andrade's released. Now let Aleister Black go. And I'm just going to say this because Bobby Lashley pointed it out on Corey Graves' podcast about a month or so ago, right before he won the title. Or no, it was after he won the title. He was on Corey Graves' podcast with Tom Phillips, or not Tom Phillips. Who's the guy on NXT? Wade Barrett. That's Phoenix. Oh, why is it not coming to me? But Scott Phillips. I can't remember his name. Anyways, they were all on. Ignore my phone. I'm too lazy to put it on vibrate. So I put it on vibrate to turn it off, and then I'm late for work. Yada yada yada. Anywho, that's if you heard my phone. That is. You're worried about turning. Anyways, Bobby Lashley sat there and talking about, getting to where he is now. When he came back a couple years ago, he was like, a lot of people bitch and cried that they're not being used. He was like, in due time, your time will come, which can be said about a lot of things, a lot of people. But when you're on WWE, you are a talented, you're using a loaded deck, is the way I put it. But the thing is, you have to be a draw for Vince to put you in. There's Apollo Crews. Case in point, Apollo Crews. He's good. For a long time, he was just sitting back in catering, not doing shit. And he came out feuding with Big E, turned into this Nigerian prince, basically. And right now it's working for him, but it's only going to last so long, Like, all the crap Lashley's been done over the years, the joke crap that he did. Lashley said, he was like, you know what? I know I'm gonna get, people are gonna complain about the crap I'm doing, but guess what? I'm out here getting paid to that thing he did with him and Sami Zayn with his sisters or whatever. He's like, I go out on national TV, on live TV, and beat up my sisters? He's like, to me, that's fucking cool as hell, And I'm getting paid to do it? He's like, I'm cool with what they give me because I know my time will come. But here's, I can see his point there. But the thing with Aleister Black is he gave him the opportunities. He was damn near undefeated until last year at Monday Night Raw where AJ and the Good Brothers beat him up. He was undefeated up until that point. Then he beat AJ. Then he beat Bobby at fucking Mania, which had no hype to the match. I think that's because it was supposed to be against Rusev, but Rusev left, so yeah. Miro, whatever. So, yeah, I don't know, just let Black go. You can bring him back later if you want, but just let him go for now. Just my opinion. And, let me know what you guys think in the comments. So, but, yeah, so, congrats to Andrade. He's got money, so probably did what he wanted to do. He might take some time off, and then, hey, if he shows up in AEW, cool. But I think AEW at the moment has too many things going on. So in my opinion, excuse me, they have too many guys, too many things, and they don't know what to do with those things. You have Dynamite, which has the main story of the Pinnacle versus the Inner Circle, Mox and Omega, Bucks and the Good Brothers. Who's the other tag team? Just waiting on the Bucks and won that thing. Who won? Can't remember. The Dark Lord came down to Jungle Boy and Lucha Bros. So Young Bucks, Good Brothers, Lucha Bros. So you got a lot of things going there, but you got Elevation, you got Dark, you got Dynamite. Elevation and Dark are mainly like performance enhancement, if you will, and then Dynamite's the main guy. So it's like watching Velocity and Sunday Night Heat, and then going to Monday Night Raw and then SmackDown. In time, now hear me out. In time, Elevation and Dark will be really good. I enjoy watching Dark. There are freaking banger matches with some nobodies who you're just like, okay. I mean, that's how Griff Garrison got his start. Other than Brody Lee and them just who the F is Griff Garrison, which just made it even better. And now I actually like Griff Garrison. But yeah, just like, he looks cool. He's a good guy. He's got it. So, but yeah. So we'll see what happens when it happens with Andrade. And yeah. So hey, whatever keeps you happy, bro. Alrighty. And then now, next on the docket is, so there's been talks about Charlotte Flair. She got taken off of the poster for WrestleMania. If those of you who don't know, Charlotte Flair and Andrade are engaged to be married at some point. Will Charlotte leave the company? I doubt it. But there's so many things circling the Andrade situation. So this article I found after I got off work, which comes from WrestlingInc.com. If you guys want to go over there, check them out. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. Wrestling Inc. is actually, they're a pretty good one, so I'm not too worried about it. So while discussing Andrade's release on the latest edition of Wrestling Observer Radio, Meltzer noted that Andrade's fiance is making 7 figures. This though not only her WWE deal, but also from her other business ventures and deals. This includes her upcoming film project, Walking Tall. If you guys didn't know about that, she is going to be playing the main character in a Walking Tall reboot of a TV show set to air on USA sometime in 2022, I believe. I could be wrong. That's to my knowledge. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Go look it up. You'll find more knowledge. Moving forward. Regarding Charlotte's WrestleMania plans, especially after she was removed from several graphics, Meltzer noted that while she is filming the Walking Tall reboot, her WrestleMania plans are being kept quiet and that there is definitely a story there. As far as Charlotte and WrestleMania, I've been asking that all week. Everyone's avoiding me on that one, Meltzer stated. There's definitely a story that's not the movie, because if it was the movie, it wouldn't be hidden. Definitely something that's being hidden as far as whatever the deal is with Charlotte. There's been speculation that Charlotte will challenge us for the Raw Championship. However, Charlotte's WrestleMania opponent from last year, Rhea Ripley, is set to make her debut on Monday Night Raw tonight. That is legit. They promoted that last night on FastLane, and I'll get to that in my Raw preview. There's not only been any confirmation that Charlotte is upset over Andrade leaving, Meltzer reported that she has been pitching plans for them to work together on screen, which she has confirmed in the past. Probably because, they're both good. They could have done that, what was it, the Beth Phoenix, Beth Phoenix Santana Marella thing, and then the other thing with Kofi and whatever female he was with at the time. Not saying he was with anybody, but it was the storyline. It was like him and it wasn't Alicia Fox. Mickey James, maybe? I don't know. But it was somebody feuding with Beth, and they were fighting Kofi and somebody, and it was like they did that intergender tag match where winner take all belts, which were the, if I remember correctly, it was the Intercontinental Championship and the women's title at the time. And Beth and Santino won that match. They both became champions. And yeah, so that's the news side of things that I found over the past roughly 24 hours, give or take. There's probably more, but those are the main beats that I wanted to hit. So yeah. So with that being said, let's get into our FastLane results, and I'll let you know who won predictions between me and Vince. If you watch the predictions video, you know it was not me. As well as I stated, matches were added to the card after we had already recorded the video, so I added those in the description. Parentheses, there is an initial with an M and a V next to the person we wanted to win. So I added it on the sheet when I was doing the math and stuff, so everything is good there. So case in point, if you would like to know the results, I have them right here on that right / left of me. I don't know which keywords, so basically I don't really know how they're working on this stuff. So right there, right where my, so to the right of me, there's your result. If you can read it, I can read it pretty well. So, but also I have it pulled up over here. As you can tell, I'm just on WWE's website. Here's the results, quick hits, if you will. I didn't really watch the majority of the stuff. I kind of do my thing at work where I mainly listen and I catch parts that I want to see happen. So, kickoff show, we see Matt Riddle taking on Ali for the title. Me and Vince both picked Matt Riddle to win. We both got that one correctly. After that match, Ali yelled at Retribution for not helping him, and then they basically turned on him. And so Retribution will probably be disbanding here soon enough. So apparently it was a decent match. At least the ending was decent. He had a super bro Derek off the turnbuckle to get the win. Your next match, the women tag team champion Nia and Shayna taking on SmackDown Women's Champ Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. I was hoping Banks and Belair would have won this, but that's not going to happen. And I don't know what the deal, what they're doing with them, but yeah. The finish saw Sasha had Shayna in the Banks statement. Nia goes in to disrupt the pin. Bianca catches her, stop it, because she was about to tap. Nia catches Bianca, throws her into I almost said Sheamus, into Sasha to break up the hold. Sasha then gets pissed because Bianca fell into her instead of getting pissed at Nia for Nia throwing her into her, and yeah. So they ended up losing the match. We both picked Nia and Shayna to win, so right now we're tied 2-2. Next up was Braun Strowman versus It was supposed to be Shane McMahon, but he apparently injured himself while he was training. Since the match was still on the card, we kept it in there. I just changed from Daniel Mac to Elias because that's the way. So that's the way I do things. Is if the match is still on the card, if the match just got scrapped, we'd take it off the card. But since the match is on the card and we picked somebody, as long as it's the same participants who we talked, the one or the other participant who we talked about during predictions, the match is still legit in our book unless we state otherwise. So, case in point where Asuka versus Lacey, that match didn't happen. So we scrapped it from the card. Nothing happened. So backstage, Shane's coming out of the trainer's room, and it's Elias and Riker show up, talk to him. He's like, all right, I might have something for you guys. So then we get Braun Strowman versus Elias. Braun Strowman beats Elias. So Vince is now up 3. Yeah, now he's up 3-2. And then next up we had Big E against Apollo Crews in like a 5-minute match, which saw Big E win with the sort of wonky finish, but Apollo Crews just kicked his ass afterwards. So that's probably going to lead to them having another match at Mania, and we'll see how that turns out. Next up we have Seth taking on Nakamura, which was added as of Friday. They added it on SmackDown. Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me. And yeah, so pretty good match. Seth pulled out some really freaking cool moves, in my opinion. I picked Nakamura on this just because I thought Cesaro would have showed up somehow, but he didn't. So Seth got the win on that. So here I am again at 3, and Vince just keeps going. Next up, Drew versus Sheamus in a no-hold bar match. Just went everywhere, and it was a great match. And much as I would have loved Sheamus to win or Lashley to throw himself out there and do something, it didn't happen. So, your winner, Drew McIntyre. But it's a hell of a fight, hell of a match. I recommend seeing it. I liked it. I thought it was good. We both picked Drew to win, so I'm back on the board, but Vince has already kicked my ass because the next 2 matches we both called the same victors. So yeah. So next up, remember we did talk about this during predictions, and I texted him before the card and said, "Hey, Alexa and Randy are going to be an official match," and he said, "Mega Fiend," which means Fiend's going to show up. So, which I knew who he meant. He meant Alexa to win. So, which is we both picked Alexis. Hang on a second. Yeah, I already know about that, so I didn't care. Okay. So yeah. So basically, the whole thing throughout the match is Alexa's just biding time to release the Fiend, who that a mega fiend, or charbroiled fiend, if you will. It looked more zombie in a way, but I think we could go with the charbroiled fiend because that just makes more sense. In my opinion, it was cool. He looked good. It looked like he slimmed down a little bit. The first time I saw him, he could still be, as big as he was. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not saying anything against Bray Wyatt. I've always loved Bray. I think he's great. I mean, come on. That's Luke Harper, aka Brody Lee, his debut on WWE. I'm like, he's my boy. And I watched him up until his basically dying day. So, rest in peace, Brody. Good guy. So yeah, Bliss won that, and so they're definitely doing Firefly Funhouse match at Mania. Then your main event saw Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan with Edge as special enforcer, and of course Jey Uso interfered towards the end of the match. Just a bunch of excuse me. Just a bunch of mixed things going in and out here. So yeah, Roman technically does tap out. You go watch the footage. He does tap out. However, no ref, no special enforcer saw it. So, and then there was a ref bump. So Edge got in to do a pin on Roman pinning Daniel Bryan. Bryan kicked out, and then yeah, just from there on, it just kind of all over the place, but kind of fun too. So overall, let's say the pay-per-view was at least a good 6 out of 10, in my opinion. Sorry. So, but I think I bored you guys enough with this. So yeah, there's all my stuff, and as if you're keeping track as well, Vince went undefeated on FastLane. However, he did not win back his AEW championship, so he still currently holds. Now, camera up a little bit. He still holds those guys right there. Good. This one, Fanny Pack, and the Winged Eagle. So he still has those. This is my belt for right now. Still don't know how many belts we're putting up at Mania. So I think he's coming for this, which is fine. But I'm going all in on Mania. I'm going to do something. And again, for those of you guys who do watch, the loser of the 2-night special of WrestleMania, we are going to do a little fun wrestling spot of one of us getting put through a table. We haven't decided where we're going to do that at yet. We are still figuring everything out. But we will have it figured out, and it will be awesome, in my opinion. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and hop over to our Raw preview, if you will. By the way, if you guys can see my shirt, That is a Bobby Lashley shirt from his original daytime debut in W. He first came out in like 06, 07. So, but sorry for my internet being super slow for whatever reason. Okay, maybe they're not gonna do. Well, I don't think they'll have. Let's go with PW instead. Did I type P? Probably. Uh, hmm. So, like I said, this is one of the first. No, I think the first Bobby Lashley WWE Shop.com shirt. I also have his other one that says Dominate on it. Cool. I think it's out in the car. I gotta wash it. So, Dominate. Back. Needs try. Get away. Better stop me. Oh, yeah. When I first found out he had a shirt, I made sure I picked it up because I thought it was freaking cool as hell. So, yeah. And again, my internet's being super slow, so bear with me, guys. So what I think is going to happen, so Rhea Ripley's going to debut tonight on Raw. We know that's a lock. Okay. My other thoughts are going to be Homeboy's going to show up. Somehow Sheamus is going to figure out a way into that match at Mania. That would definitely help because he's been putting in a lot of good work. So see what goes on there. They're going to do some stuff with Bad Bunny and The Miz and Jomo. New Day and AJ and Omos are going to do some stupid crap. Riddle's going to do something stupid because he's being just annoying, in my opinion. Vince is enjoying it, man. Vince here smoking some dope as well. Rhea Ripley's going to debut, and I wonder if she's debuting against Roman, Sheamus, Lashley thing going there. Hurt Business might split up Retribution. So there's a lot to take in, a lot to figure out tonight. They'll say have some good matches. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. But yeah, so there's all that. I know I've been talking long enough, and you guys probably already bored of me. But also, with the current almighty Bobby Lashley being your current WWE champion, I decided to grab a little, or I guess a big thing out of technically storage area. Even though it's not storage, I just have it around in the basement. Something my cousin got me for Christmas or for my birthday long time ago. I mean, 0809, maybe 07. Can't remember, but if any of you who are watching has one of these guys, that's right, it is a ring giant of Bobby Lashley. See if we can find the year on it. For ages 8 and up, I can't. Yeah, Jack Pacific was still a thing when this bad boy came out. As you can tell, box damage I've had for over 10 years. And look at the back. You got Ray, her, the Boogeyman, and the Booby Lashley. So I had this thing for a while. I know the box is damaged, and I don't care. Like I said, okay, so this came out in 06. It's now 2021. I got this thing in like 07, I think. So yeah. Like I said, the box is damaged, which might take him out of the box. I haven't decided yet. But again, he's one of my faves, so I picked him up. My cousin picked him up for me for my birthday one year, so we got that and the Mr. Kenny thing. For those of you who are still watching this video, if you guys want, let me know. I could do a wrestling action figure collection thing or something, let me know. I'll make it work. I just show you guys my collection. I think you guys would enjoy it. And then I just recently found this at work today. It is a championship showdown, is what it is called. And it's the new double pack wrestling action figures. And this is series 2, and it includes the Bobby Lashley and the Booker T. And like I said, I bought it. Bobby Lashley is my boy. And you got side plates right here, which can be used as stands, or with I think it's this title, but with one of the new titles, you can actually put these championship plates on the title, like right here, where their nameplates actually go on the so that's cool. And here's the back for you. So they had a Cena, Orton one, and then Triple H and Rock one. At my store, we only had Cena, Orton, and Booker, Bobby. And like I said, Bobby's one of my faves. I had to pick him up. And yeah, so, but it's my first Booker T action figure, so congrats on me on that. But yeah, pretty good. So there's everything going on right now. Sorry I kept you this long. I'm trying to get it done sooner. My internet was acting like crap. So hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, thank you for watching Smack to the Mat. Please hit that like button, subscribe, tell your friends, leave a comment on how crappy of a job I'm doing, and that you'll never want to see me again. But that's it for wrestling news, FastLane results, and my Bobby Lashley merch for right now. Thank you, ladies and gents. The Wednesday for Battle for the Grid Part 3, Wednesday morning at 10. Hope you guys swing by and watch. Deuces.